Ladies and gentlemen, hello. Good morning to all the Culers out there. It is time to wake up and Barca, live Barcelona news every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. In today's episode, we are going to get excited about the potential return for Ansu Fati. Not too excited, not too excited. All right, he was out for almost a year, came back, pulled a hamstring, out for 2 months, injured again. He's been out since, what was it, November now? It's been too long, and time pretty much doesn't mean anything with everything that's going on. I digress. We're going to take a look at what is Barcelona's best 11 once Ansu Fati and everybody else is fully fit, healthy, ready to go. A lot has changed since Ansu Fati last graced the pitch. So we're going to take a look at what is Xavi's preferred starting 11 once everybody is fit and healthy. Before we get to that, I want to, of course, invite you to join the Undefeated community if you haven't done so already. Subscribe to the channel. Turn on those notifications so you know when we're live, which is every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, covering the live Barcelona news on Wake Up and Barca. And then we're also here doing the live commentary, watch-along parties for all the live Barcelona matches. I do the play-by-play so you don't miss any of the action, and you participate in the conversation with Culers from around the world as we support the Blaugrana. That's what we do here on this channel, but in today's episode, like I said, we're talking Ansu Fati returning and where does Barcelona go for a starting 11. Before we get into any of that, let's go ahead and kick things off the right way, my friends.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are now tuning in to the undefeated Mustache John.
Okay, we're back, we're live, we are ready to go. How's everybody doing this morning? Ansu Fati is back in training. He's not doing full contact yet, but he is back in training. I am pessimistically is how you would use that language, pessimistically excited about his return. It's just, I don't want it to be rushed. Barcelona's playing so well. We are climbing up the table. We are, a match away from second. We're about to play Sevilla. I just want to pull up a tweet here real quick. We're about to play Sevilla with a chance to take second. But Ansu Fati is back, my friends. I don't want it to ruin the chemistry we got going on. But you guys know, this is El Maestro. The number 10, the kid, as they say. He's coming back. So where does he fit in? We're going to talk about it. We're going to jump over here in just a few minutes. Take a look at our full squad. Full disclosure, I left out Roberto and Umtiti because just they're not getting into the squad. It's just it's pretty obvious at this point. Even if they come back from injury at some point in the season, they're not getting in there. So we've got outside of Umtiti and Roberto and the Barca B players. I left out Abde, I left out Jukla, left out Akamach. Outside of that, we've got a full roster here to choose from. We're going to go over the defense, the midfield, the offense, and yet I left Ter Stegen in there because nobody's taken him out between the posts just yet. Not just yet, all right? I know Tenyas and Pena have something to say about that, but not just yet. That's where I will pause. I'm going to say hello to the chat, catch up with the Stash Squad real quick, have some conversation as we have a little bit of caffeine, get the cobwebs out, shake it out, and then we'll get to talking about Ansu Fati's return and what is Barcelona's best ever. All right, here we go. Let's see what we got going on here. Did I make any mistakes? I don't think so. Kuda says amateur hour, but hopefully not. I'm not sure. Kudis is here. Kyle is here. Ayush is with us. How we doing, sir? Wait, what did I mess up? Let me get caught up on the chat. Ryan Scott is here with us as well. So let's see. Where did I mess up? Felipe says, want to wish Barca Femini good luck in today's game. Absolutely to the Femini. What did I mess up? Clean sheet time. LML, love the streak counter. Why reset? Ayush, okay, I still have school. Oh, Afif, good morning. Barca Corner, good morning. Prashanth, hello, sir. Glad you're here. Kyle Cash and Kudis, you may have noticed. Your names are blue now. Welcome to the moderator community. Ayush says, just came back from the pet salon. Milo had a nice bath. Fantastic. All right, what did I mess up? Because Ayush reset me. Kuda said amateur hour, but I thought that I got everything correct. So what did I mess up this time? I had a dream. That is so weird. Since somebody just said April 4th, I had a dream that it was April 1st today, but it is not. It's not close. But yes, April 4th is our next, or is it 3rd? I think it's the 3rd for me. That's probably, hang on, let me pull it up. Let me pull it up since the question came up. I think the 3rd. Yes, it'll be the 4th in India. Let's go Barcelona fixtures. We play Sevilla, I believe at home, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, indeed. So for me, for those of us on this side of the hemisphere, it's going to be Sunday, April 3rd, 3 o'clock. There we go. Now you can actually see it. Sunday, April 3rd, 3 o'clock. We'll be doing the live watch along. Barcelona match in hand and still could go level on points with Sevilla with a win here. We're down 3 points, but a win gets us in second and a match in hand. So we'll be at 57. I mean, no, Madrid would have to lose one. If we win our match in hand, we're 3 matches down, 9 points down from Madrid. There's no way Madrid are going to drop 9 points, right? That wouldn't happen. Celta Vigo, Getafe. Okay, they play Sevilla. They play Atletico Madrid. They play Betis. Oh, you guys, listen. I'm not saying Barcelona are going to win the league. I'm not saying it's likely. I'm not even saying we have the faintest of chances, except for the fact that I'm saying that we have the faintest of chances. I just look at this again. Look at the table first. Barcelona, 54 points, but we have a match in hand. Let's assume that we win that match in hand and we go to 57 points, okay? Everybody on 29 matches, we would be 9 points back from Madrid. That means Madrid would have to drop 9 points somewhere in La Liga. And if I'm looking at this, I'm going Sevilla, drop 3 points. Atletico, drop 3 points. And then maybe on the final day of the season, Betis to drop 3 points. Am I crazy? Am I absolutely insane thinking that it's not totally over in terms of this La Liga race? Am I out of my mind? Have I gone crazy? Am I losing my sanity? Or are you with me on this? That we've got a little bit of excitement left in La Liga. Again, I'm not saying that Barcelona are likely to win, that they should win, that we have any right to be disappointed if they don't win. But what I'm saying is Barcelona can't lose right now. We're scoring 4 goals per match. And Madrid are struggling. Let's get some thoughts from the chat. Let's turn and get some opinions going. Flash, how we doing, sir? Jatin is also with us. We got a good crew in here today. Good morning to everybody who's just waking up. Good morning and welcome to those of you that are new to the channel. If you're new, if you're just finding us, it's good conversation. It's a good community. The coolest Culers from around the world. By the way, folks, that's what I'm going to call, I think, the top 10 chatters per week. Instead of being called the top 10 chatters, you are now going to be called the coolest Culers. So from here on out, starting with the Sevilla match, when I display the top chatters, I'll have a new display. It's going to be called the coolest Culers. Not even the cool Culers, the coolest Culers. And it's all by participating in this channel. So welcome to the new folks. Subscribe, turn on notifications. Live Barcelona news every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I'm still waiting to hear what I messed up to get things reset. Oh, Ayush, because nobody reset it yesterday. Thank you, Ayush. I appreciate, not yesterday, Monday. I appreciate you keeping me in line. I really do. Okay, Prashant says, so unfair we get to watch the match one day before you. Wah, wah. I love dad jokes. Who else? Who had a birthday? Ryan's mom. Happy birthday to Ryan Scott's mom. I don't know you, but I'm sure you're a lovely lady. You've raised a hell of a lad. Well done, and happy birthday to you. Ovi's here with us. Hello, hello. We got to get a nickname counter going on for me, too, because I love the nicknames that you all have for me. Sensei, Stash, or the Stash Sensei, either way. The Stash, Mustache John, Uncle John. I'm sure I'm missing some, but love the conversation, love the community. Kuda said, all right, now I'm scrolled down. I'm up to the current conversation now. I was trying to catch up a little bit there, but we are back. We are back. Kyle Cash and Kudis, the mods OP, absolutely. Newest mods on the channel. We'll have more to come down the line as the community grows. We're gonna need more mods to make sure that we keep the culture and the guidelines, the values that we've established here in this community. And so people who are familiar with us, people that are spending a lot of time in the conversation, that show up for streams consistently, you're in the running to be a moderator. You just got to put the time in and show that that you are a positive contributor to the community, and then you're up for it. Aish, those commands, absolutely love it. Felipe says, it's possible, but Barca has to be perfect until the end of the season. 100%. We'd have to win all of our matches, and Madrid would have to have a collapse, an absolutely historic collapse. M95, good morning. Good morning, good morning. Mohammed, hello, says, I really don't want Mbappe or Haaland, to be honest. Guys, it's very interesting. Again, we're going to spend some time here in just a moment taking a look at what our preferred starting 11 is, but you're not wrong that things are getting pretty crowded. Haaland, Mbappe, yes, they would fit their way in, but we would have to make a sacrifice. Somebody would be going. Afif says we can definitely get second, but if we appointed Xavi at the start of the season, then we would have definitely had a high chance to win the Liga. Can't argue with that. If Xavi was here at the beginning, and listen, I got egg on my face about that one. I did not think Xavi was going to come in and have the impact that he did, but to be fair, I don't know that anybody did. Yes, there were some folks that were highly optimistic. Yes, Xavi was touted to be the next Pep Guardiola, but had not proven himself yet. Had some success at Al Sadd over in Saudi Arabia, but that's Saudi Arabia. You know what I'm saying? So, yes, I was a doubter, but I am fully converted. Didn't take long at all. Immediately saw the results, saw the impact of Xavi being at the helm. Very excited about it. Cannot wait for next season. We're going to be bolstering our squad. We've got Kessié coming in. We got Christensen coming in. It's likely we're going to get Mazraoui. Who else knows? If we get a striker, we get a striker. I'm not sure it's going to happen. I really don't know. Hollow the Reaper, how we doing, sir? Trudging through the work week. Kudis, we got your back, buddy. We're here for you. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at least. We got you covered. Anthony says, is it true that Dembele going Leeds and Rafinha going to Barcelona? No, Dembele is not going to Leeds because there's no reason for him to do so. Since we're going to talk about him for a minute, okay, before we get into the starting 11, let's talk about Dembele. I am pleased, I am content with Dembele's performance since Xavi has come in as manager. For me, it is still too little too late for us to offer him the contract that we offered him in December, and we are certainly not, let me just say, certainly not giving you the, what was it, 200 million over 5 years that you're asking for. That is outlandish, Dembele. Outlandish. We're not doing it. What we can offer Dembele is a reasonable contract, which for me is somewhere between 6 and 8 million per year, because right now he's an assist machine. He's not scoring goals, and he's not a one-man show. We've got so much talent around Dembele now. So Dembele, you can get a contract offer between 6 to 8 million per year, and then just stop with this nonsense about 40 million per year. Just stop it. Just stop it. Anyway, I digress. What do we think about the the microphone effects there? Do we like it? Do we love it? Do we hate it? What do we think? Discord is happening. Don't worry. This summer, we'll get Discord going. We'll get merch going. I'm very excited about merch to happen this summer. We're going to have some new segments on Wake Up in Barca. It's going to be good times. Greg, we're talking about Dembele. And when we talk about Dembele, the color just leaves the room. He has sucked the joy out of watching these performances because it's not even the injuries. It's not even the injuries. I stood up for him for 4.5 years while he sat on the bench for almost 50% of the matches available to him. Almost 50%. I stuck up for him, but I'm done. I'm done, Dembele. I'm over it. From here on out, Dembele gets Dembele cam until he signs a reasonable contract. And if not, best of luck. Best of luck. Barcelona going to be fine without you. Either way, we're good to go. Prashant says, turn it on during goal celebrations. So here's the thing. I've got some ideas for when goals happen and whatnot, but I almost don't want to do too much. First thing is going to be lighting. I'm going to get some strip lighting for the back wall there so I can hit a button and lights go wild. We'll work on the sounds. I might do something different for the microphone for goals. But I'm glad people are enjoying it. Ovi likes it. Prashant likes it. Kudis loves it. Good. Jatine says you could start a podcast. Thinking about it. I'll say thinking about it. Wake Up in Barca could easily be turned into a podcast. The live watch-alongs, not so much. But Wake Up in Barca could definitely be turned into a podcast. Get it out on some more platforms. When I think about stuff like that, I think about, yes, I want to do it, but also I don't want to deter people from coming into the YouTube channel. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Get the FIFA 93 goal celebration feel. Yes. Oh, my gosh. Or like, what's it called? In Tecmo Super Bowl where it would flash to like a graphic of somebody catching a touchdown in the end zone. We can do that for soccer. It'll be great. Did I already talk about Fati's progress? You're so hyped, says Chris E. Not yet. In fact, I'm running overtime now. Went on a tangent about Dembele that I didn't need to go on. Now let's talk about our starting 11. All right, let's go from the back. So here's where we're at, folks. Ansu Fati returning from injury. There's, I think outside of that, Dest is still coming back from a knock. Umtiti and Roberto, same, but Umtiti and Roberto, they're not even going to make the 23-man roster, in my opinion. So I've left them off. So what I have here are the most likely players to be included in our 23-man roster when everybody's fit and healthy. And let's build out our starting 11. We're going to start from the back because it gets harder as we work our way up. So in the chat, let me know what you think of a starting 11 for Barcelona when everybody is fit and healthy, and I'll build this out. Of course, we start with Ter Stegen, excuse me, as I get tongue-tied. A little bit too much caffeine going on. I'm excited for this one. Ansu Fati's coming back. It's a lot to be pumped about. I digress. Ter Stegen between the posts. Let's start with the wingbacks. Left back, Jordi Alba. I would be shocked if anybody gave me arguments about that one. He is tied for the most assists this year, I believe. Dembele and Alba, I think, both have 9 assists this year, coming from opposite wings, which is nice to see. Jordi Alba having a nice return under Xavi here. On the right side, this is where we get a little bit of a debate, because we have Dest, we have Araujo. We have the option of Araujo, but we also have Dani Alves. For me, Dest has done enough, even though he's injured right now, over the last few matches. And I think the Blaugrana faithful would agree with me. Culers around the world giving some recognition for Serginho Dest. I think he's done enough to earn that starting right back spot. I would have really liked to see if he got it in El Clasico over Dani Alves, but he ended up being injured, so it actually wasn't even Dani Alves. It was Araujo who got the start. So who knows? Dani Alves might be third on the depth chart at this point, depending on who our center back pairings are, because we do have Eric Garcia stepping up now, doing big boy things. I don't know if it's enough to bump out Araujo and Piqué, though. I think we can all say Piqué is still our starting center back. But then this is maybe the first question for the chat. Araujo or Garcia? I'll pause here for a second. Let's get some quick votes. Araujo or Garcia? And then we'll move on to our midfield three. Get a reaction going here. Alfred, good morning to you, sir. Kudus. Oh, man, the Sega video games. Those were the days. The early to mid-90s for video games. Those were the days. Wayne Gretzky hockey? Are you kidding me? What else? Let's see here. Ryan Scott says Des, PK, Garcia, and Alba. Okay. Ovi giving a shout out for Des. M95 says Araujo. Ovi says Araujo. Jatin says rotate. Yes, but we are going like you have to win the match. It's all on the line. Let's say this. Here's what we're going with this lineup. We're saying it is the final match of the season. It is a must-win for Barcelona. There is no tomorrow. We have one shot at this. Who's your starting 11? That's what we're going with here. I am not seeing any arguments for Garcia. I'm with you, folks. I think it's got to be Araujo. And listen, by this time next year, I think our starting center back pairing is going to be Araujo and Garcia. Just saying. If you look at the progress made under Xavi in the last, 6 months or so, give him another year. I think Garcia and Araujo are going to step up and take over those starting roles. With that out of the way, let me clear my throat. My goodness. Let me clear my throat. For real, though, I needed to. Anyway, let's show respect where respect is due. Almost grabbed Nico there. That was an accident. Sergio Busquets. If you were here with me all last summer, could not go an episode without saying that we needed to replace Sergio Busquets. Not that he wasn't going to get playing time, not that he needed to be shipped off and sold like Suarez or anything like that. But long term, it's time to turn the page. With that said, Busquets has been absolutely incredible this season. Cannot bench the guy. I do think we needed to rotate him a little bit more than we did just to keep his legs fresh. But it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what I think. He's playing great. Xavi trusts him. Xavi relies on him. He's obviously going to be starting out in that defensive mid role, that pivot midfield role, anytime that we are in a must-win situation. Next to him, this is actually getting pretty easy. I know that there's several options that we can go for. Nico, Gavi, everyone's cooled off on Ricky Puig, of course. So there's different combinations we can go for, and the future midfield will look different. But for right now, it's pretty established over the last, 2 months or so, that it's going to be Pedri, De Jong, Busquets in that midfield. I'll turn and get some reactions from the chat here, but I doubt I'll get many arguments from going for this midfield three. Ayush says Christensen might take Garcia's place. Ooh, it's a possibility. We're going to have quite a battle in our center back position between Araujo, Garcia, Langley. I still got faith in Langley. And then Christensen coming in. And who knows? Azpilicueta might come in as well. We shall see. Prashant says Busquets has at least one more season, maybe not a full 90. I agree with you on that. Got to get the rotation going. With Kessié coming in, at least we'll be able to take him out late in matches when we're just trying to close things down and get the points. We'll see. Terrence says Busi and PK need to be rotated out for the future of the squad. Agree with you on that one. I would have liked to see more rotation of both of those players. Jordi Alba as well. Who knows? If we get Mazraoui, it could be Dest on the left-hand side. It's very possible. It's very possible, actually. We haven't talked about that very much. But it could be that next season, it wouldn't be next season. Jordi Alba's not ready to hang him up. But within the next couple of years, could be a totally different right back and Dest on the left-hand side. He's very versatile. Who knows? Vipula, good morning, sir, says Langley getting sold for sure. You're probably right about that, if I'm being fair. Georgie Dampier, hello, sir. Also says Christensen replacing PK, not Eric. We'll see. I think PK's got another year left. Supposedly, and we'll finish out the top three in just a second. Supposedly, I think we talked about this yesterday. Actually, we might not have even gotten to it on Monday? I forget. Did we talk about how David Beckham is trying to bring Messi, Suarez, Jordi Alba, and Busquets to Inter Miami? I don't think we even talked about that on Monday. It was part of the headlines, and I don't think I even got to it. Anyway, that is supposedly the plan. Notice no Piqué mentioned in there. He's had a falling out with Messi ever since Messi left Barcelona. That's a story for another day. Could be a little reunion at Inter Miami for the former Barcelona men. And as a FC Cincinnati season ticket holder, I'd love it if that Inter Miami squad came into fruition and then rolled it through Cincinnati. That would be absolutely amazing. Anyway, I digress, folks. Let's get to a front three. It's still very crowded. We got Luke de Jong, Aubameyang, Ansu Fati, Goatwait, Adama, Ferran, Dembele, Memphis. We've got so many options right now. Memphis is still our top scorer. He's been the only one who's been putting balls in the back of the net all season long. He has cooled off a bit. Aubameyang is creeping up to him, just joined us in January. And then below that, I believe, is Luke in terms of goals scored for Barcelona. So, of course, everybody knows if it is a go-to, must-win, have to get all 3 points, you know who we're going to at the number 9 position. It's Luke de Goat. There's no denying it. He's our best forward, hands down. We are incredibly fortunate to have this type of talent at the club and available to us. We're going to miss him when he leaves. I'm kidding. I'm hilarious. I'm the funniest man in the world. I know. Jokes all around. It's not going to be Luke de Jong. It's got to be Aubameyang. We've got different options, but for me, he came in January. People had doubts. I had some doubts. There was some speculation about his attitude. No problem whatsoever. The finishing, the press on the defensive side of the ball, it's absolutely incredible. I think if it's a must-win match, we need all 3 points. Got to go with Aubameyang. Now let's let the debate begin. Again, I said in the open that a lot has changed since we last saw Ansu Fati. I don't think, despite the progress that we've seen for Barcelona, I don't think anyone has shown enough on that left wing to knock Ansu Fati out of the starting 11. The finishing, the creativity, the passing, he's got it all. Ansu Fati has it all. We've tried Dembele, we've tried Memphis, we've tried Ferran, we've tried Gavi out at that left wing. Nobody plays it quite like Ansu Fati. Nobody has the impact that Ansu Fati has. So for me, despite being out for the better part of the last 2 years, it's got to be Ansu Fati on that left-hand side. Now on the right-hand side, as much as I want to give it to Adama, he's a fan favorite and a personal favorite. A just absolute workhorse. I'm glad he's here. I love Adama. Can't give it to him. I would love to see Memphis in this lineup, but he's not going to play on that right-hand side, and I'm not going to displace Ansu or Aubameyang. I would love to see Luke de Goat. I would love to see Goatwait, but they're pretty far down the depth chart at this point. So it really comes down to Dembele or Ferran. Dembele is tied for the most assists on the team with Jordi Alba, but Ferran combined has more goals and assists than Dembele. Actually, I think they're level. Dembele, I believe, has 9 assists, 2 goals, and Ferran, I think, has 5 goals, 6 assists, or the opposite. They've both combined for 11, but Ferran's done it in half the season. Okay? And Ferran doesn't rely as much on the pace, the start-stop on the dribbling. He's more involved with the team. I'm not going on a Dembele tangent, all right? I already did it earlier. That's just what I'll say. In a vacuum, just looking at the current performance, taking all the contract context away, just 90 minutes, must win. Who do you want out there? I'm still going Ferran Torres. It's not because of my bias towards Dembele. It's because of the versatility. It's because of his finishing ability. And yes, a little bit because of my bias towards Dembele. We're going Ferran Torres. That's the starting 11. The go-to, must-win, no tomorrow, last game of La Liga, Champions League final, whatever it may be. If you have to win, current form, this is the starting 11. If you're watching this on replay, let me know down in the comments what you think. What would you change? What did I get right? What did I get wrong? And how much are you loving Xavi ball right now? Let me know down in the comments if you're watching this on replay. This is where I'll turn to the chat, get caught up on the conversation. What do we think, folks? What's your reaction to our starting 11? Kuda says, Ferran, please. Of course, we slid him in there. Let's see, did I get anybody with my with my Luke de Goat fake out? Looks like everybody was on board. Everybody was on board with Luke de Goat. I appreciate that. Deb Day, how we doing, sir? Says Ansu is our natural left wing. Agreed. Felipe says if fully fit Fati goes left. A fully fit Fati, I put Fati in because of his finishing. Greg says watched Netherlands and Germany last night. Depay was pretty bad with getting his shots away. He's struggled with consistency a little bit since picking up his injury. Hasn't had a lot of playing time. So you got to kind of give him a pass on that one, I think. Vipula says, I think next season we'll have Ansu, Ferran, and Dembele if he renews, with Ansu and Ferran being fluid and switching constantly. Probably. If we go with any front three, any combination of Dembele, Ferran, and Ansu, all three of them can rotate across the front three. Sounds like one pushes play. I'm missing the context for that one. Landreth, hello. How we doing? Callum is with us also. We got a good crew. Good morning to everybody who's just joining us. Make sure you give yourself a little shout out. Say hello to the Stash Squad and the Culers from around the world. I'm excited for new segments this summer, folks. Once the season ends and we don't have the matches to talk about, we're going to throw in some additional segments. We're going to get some different graphics, some different transitions and whatnot. We'll get a Discord chat going. We're going to get some merch going. A lot happening. A lot happening on this channel. Much more to come. Kuda says got the starting lineup in the chat today. Absolutely. We got the go-to Stash Squad. The coolest Culers from around the world. I appreciate you all so much. I got to hop out of here. I've run a little bit long, but it doesn't matter. I always appreciate the extra time with the Stash Squad. Up next, Friday morning, actually, yeah. Up next, Friday morning, we're going to do Wake Up in Barca. There might be a little secret pop-up stream tonight. USA is playing Costa Rica. We are guaranteed the top 4 in our qualifying group, but 4th place has to go through a qualifier. As long as we either win, tie, or lose by less than 6, we get a guaranteed spot in the World Cup. That match is at 9 o'clock. So turn on notifications if you haven't done so already. There might be a surprise stream tonight. I don't know. I'm not promising it. What I will promise is that we're going to be live Friday morning. Wake Up in Barca. We'll do a little match preview for Sevilla. We are hosting Sevilla with a chance to go in 2nd place. Can't believe I'm saying this. But yes, Barcelona, chance to go in 2nd place. We'll do a match preview. We'll go over predictions. We'll go over a starting 11. We'll have some good conversation. We'll get the things going. And then we're also going to do something for the World Cup draw. I'm going to be in the office, unfortunately, but might go live from my phone. Who knows? Subscribe to the channel. Turn on notifications. You know all that jazz. And because I haven't said it already, make sure you drop a like before you go. Easiest way to show your support, show your love for the channel. Hit that like button. It helps me out. It helps the channel grow, helps get that algorithm going, to help bring folks in. Because we are still growing this community. We've gone from, in the last 365 days, we have hit 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, and 3,500 subscribers. All in the last year, folks. We are growing rapidly. First year, we got 500 subscribers. The second year, we made it up to 1,500. And now we're at 3,500, and it's not even the end of the season yet. We are growing. This community is amazing. I love you all so much. Go out there and have a wonderful day. I'll see you Friday morning for Wake Up in Barca. Thank you so much for tuning in and taking a ride, my friends. Love y'all. Mwah.